Hi students, welcome back. Today I am discussing the problems related with the oscillation. Our first question, the simple harmonic motion, displacement y is equal to a cos omega t plus b sin omega t. Okay, displacement y is equal to a cos omega t plus b sin omega t. Okay, here the displacement is represented by two terms. First term is a cos omega t and the second term is b sin omega t. Can be reduced in the form y is equal to, y is equal to a sin omega t plus theta. Okay. Here the value of A is, our first question to find out the value of A, that is the resultant amplitude. Okay, to find out the resultant amplitude and the value of theta. What about the initial phase angle? Okay, that's the second one. To find out the resultant amplitude A, we have two terms. Displacement y is equal to a cos omega t and b sin omega t. From these two terms, it is very clear that these two terms are at an angle 90 degree. Okay, here b sin omega t and a cos omega t are at an angle 90 degree. We already studied that sin 90 plus omega t, sin 90 plus omega t, that is equal to cos omega t. Okay, that is the phase difference between sin term and cos term is equal to 90 degree. So we can say that these two terms are at an angle 90 degree. Then what about the resultant? Okay, here amplitude is a vector quantity. Then these two vector quantities are at an angle 90 degree. Then what about the resultant? Resultant amplitude A is equal to root of A square plus B square. Okay, resultant amplitude is equal to root of A square plus B square. Okay, then the value of theta is, now we want to find out what about the value of theta. What about the initial phase angle? Okay, for this we know that sin omega t and cos omega t are at an angle 90 degree. Okay, so the coefficient of sin omega t, that is b, which is taken here. And what about the coefficient of cos omega t? Coefficient of cos omega t is equal to a. And it is taken in this direction because sin omega t and cos omega t are at an angle 90 degree. Sin 90 plus omega t is equal to cos omega t. Okay, then amplitude A, that is taken here. Then if theta is the initial phase angle, okay, if theta is the initial phase angle, and that phase angle is represented here. Okay, theta is the initial phase angle. Then what about tan theta? To find out tan theta, we can draw a line which is parallel to this A. Then what about the magnitude here? That is equal to A. Then from this triangle, we can write what about tan theta? Okay, tan theta is equal to opposite side divided by adjacent side, that is equal to A by B. Then theta is equal to tan inverse A by B. Tan inverse A divided by B. Okay, here sin theta and sin omega t and cos omega t are at an angle 90 degree. So the coefficient of sin omega t, that is taken here, and the cos omega t, which is taken here, because sin 90 plus omega t is equal to cos omega t. So sin 90, okay, sin plus 90, that is equal to cos omega t. Then to find the initial phase angle, that is represented as theta, Then what about tan theta? Tan theta is equal to A by B. Then theta is equal to tan inverse A by B. Okay. Here the amplitude A is equal to, okay, resultant amplitude A is equal to root of A square plus B square. And what about tan theta? Tan theta is equal to A by B. Okay. Our next question. Two simple harmonic motions are represented by y is equal to 8 sine 5 pi t and y2 is equal to 6 cos 4 pi t. The resultant amplitude is, okay, two simple harmonic motions are given. Okay, the first one is y1. y1 is equal to 8 sine 5 pi t. Okay, this is in sine term. And the second one y2 which is equal to 6 cos 4 pi t. Okay. First one is in sine and second one is a cos term. So what about the resultant amplitude? Resultant amplitude A is equal to root of, okay, 8 square plus 6 square. That is equal to root of 64 plus 36. That is equal to root 100. That's equal to 10. Okay, resultant amplitude is equal to 10. Here sine and cos, the phase difference between sine and cos is 90 degree. So, if a question comes like this, we can just take the resultant AR is equal to resultant amplitude is equal to root of 8 square plus 6 square. That's equal to 10. What about its unit? Its unit is in meter. Okay. SI unit 10 meter is the resultant amplitude. Okay. Our next question. A particle moves such that the acceleration A is given by the equation A is equal to minus 25x. The time period of oscillation is. Okay. Acceleration is given. Equation for the acceleration A is equal to, in the case of simple harmonic motion, equation for the acceleration is minus omega square into x. Okay, that's equal to, that is given here as A is equal to minus 25 into x. Okay, acceleration given in the question is A is equal to minus 25 into x. Actual equation for the acceleration is equal to minus omega square into x. Then on comparing these two equations, we can write what about omega square? Omega square is equal to 25. Then omega is equal to 5. What's the equation for omega? Omega is equal to, the relation between omega and time period, that is equal to 2 pi by t. Omega is equal to 2 pi by t. That's equal to 5. Okay. Then omega t is equal to 2 pi divided by 5. Okay. Omega is equal to, omega square is equal to 25. Then omega is equal to 5. Then we know that omega is equal to 2 pi by t. Okay, that's the relation. Then time period t is equal to 2 pi by 5. Okay, time period of oscillation is equal to 2 pi by 5. Okay. Next question. A particle executes simple harmonic motion according to the equation y is equal to 20 sine pi t. Okay, displacement, equation for the displacement of simple harmonic motion, that is given 20 sine pi t, pi into t. Time taken by the particle to move from mean position to extreme position is. We want to find out the time taken by the particle to move from mean position to extreme position. Okay, from this equation we can find out what about the time period. Time period is obtained from what about the value of omega. Okay, so we can write what about the general equation for the displacement. General equation for the displacement is 20 or A sine. Okay, A sine omega t. On comparing these two equations, we can write omega is equal to pi. Okay, omega is equal to pi. On comparing these two, we can write omega is equal to pi. Then what about the value of omega? Omega is equal to 2 pi divided by t. 2 pi by t is equal to pi. then pi get cancelled. Then from here we can write t is equal to 2 second. 2 second is the time period. But here we want to find out what about the time taken by the particle to move from mean position to extreme position. Okay. What about time period? When we consider the simple harmonic motion, time period is the time taken by the particle to move just like this, from here to here, then to here, and again come to the mean position. Okay, time taken to complete one oscillation, that is the time period. Okay, time taken to complete one complete oscillation, that is the time period. Okay, here time taken from here to here, that is represented by small t. Then what about the time taken to return back to the original position, that is again equal to t. Then from the mean position to the next extreme position, that is taken as t. Then again from this position, extreme position to mean position, that's equal to t. Then what about the time period? Time period t is equal to 4t. Okay, time period is equal to 4t. 4t is equal to 2 seconds. Okay, 4t equal to 2 seconds. Then time t is equal to 2 divided by 4. That is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is equal to 0.5. Okay, 0.5 second is the time taken by the particle to move from the mean position to extreme position. Here, what about the time period? Time period is the time taken by the particle to complete one oscillation. Here we know that time taken by the particle to move from the mean position to extreme position, that's equal to t. Then 4t is equal to, okay, if time taken by the particle to move from the mean position to extreme position is t, then time period t is equal to 4 into t. Then 4t is equal to 2 second. Then t is equal to 2 by 4. That's equal to 0.5 second. Okay. Next question. A pendulum executing simple harmonic motion. The speed of the bob at the mean position is 2 meter per second. If the amplitude is half, keeping the length same, its velocity at the mean position will be. Okay. What about the general equation for the velocity? General equation for the velocity, v is equal to omega into root of a square minus y square. This is the general equation for the velocity of simple harmonic motion. Okay, at the mean position, okay, the speed of the bob at the mean position is 2 meter per second. Okay, then at the mean position, displacement y is equal to 0. Then what about velocity? Velocity v is equal to omega into y is equal to 0. So omega into a. Okay. And this is the maximum velocity of that particle. Maximum velocity is at the mean position. Okay. And this velocity that is given in the question as 2 meter per second. 2 meter per second is the maximum velocity at the mean position. Okay. Now, if the amplitude is halved, keeping the length remains same, the velocity of at the mean position is. Now, we want to find out what about the velocity at the mean position when the amplitude is halved. Okay. Then, what about the maximum velocity at the mean position? Maximum velocity at the mean position is equal to a omega. What about the new maximum velocity? V maximum dash, that is equal to a by 2 into omega, because amplitude is halved. We know that a omega is equal to 2 meter per second. Then instead of a omega, we can write 2. Then 2 by 2 is equal to 1 meter per second. Okay. 1 meter per second is the maximum velocity at the mean position when the amplitude is halved. Okay. This is the equation, general equation for the velocity of simple harmonic motion. V is equal to omega into root of a square minus y square. From that equation, we can find out what about the maximum velocity at the mean position. Okay. Then on substituting, we got the answer. New maximum velocity is equal to 1 meter per second. Okay. Our next question. A body of mass 5 gram is executing simple harmonic motion about a fixed point P at an amplitude of 10 centimeter. Okay, amplitude of the simple harmonic motion is given, that is equal to 10 centimeter. Its maximum velocity is 100 centimeter per second. Maximum velocity that is given, it's equal to A omega. Maximum velocity A omega is equal to 100 centimeter per second. Okay. Its velocity will be 50 centimeter per second when it is at a distance y centimeter from P. Okay. Velocity at a distance y centimeter from the mean position that is given, it's equal to 50 centimeter per second. Then where y is, we want to find out at what displacement from the mean position. Okay, velocity will becomes equal to 50 centimeter per second. Okay, for this we can use the equation for the velocity. V is equal to omega into root of a square minus y square. Okay, at a particular distance y from the mean position, velocity will becomes equal to 50 centimeter per second. Therefore, 50 centimeter per second is equal to, what about omega? Omega can be find out from here. Here A is equal to 10. Okay, 10 into omega is equal to 100. 10 into omega is equal to 100. Then omega is equal to 100 divided by 10. It's equal to 10. Okay. Then what about the value of omega? Omega is equal to 10. Okay. Then we can substitute that value of omega here. 10 into root of a square. What about the amplitude? Amplitude is equal to 10 centimeter. Then 10 square is equal to 100. 100 minus y square. We want to find out y. Okay. Then 0, 0 get cancelled. On squaring both sides, 25 is equal to 100 minus y square. Okay. Then y square is equal to 100 minus 25. That is equal to 75. Okay. Y square is equal to 75. Then what about y? Y is equal to root of 75. Root of 75, that is equal to 8.66 centimeter. Okay. The displacement from the mean position y is equal to 8.66 centimeter, where the velocity will be 50 centimeter per second. Okay. Here we can use the equation velocity v is equal to omega into root of a square minus y square. We want to find out the displacement y. At this displacement, what about the velocity? Velocity is equal to 50 centimeter. That is given in the question. Then it is very easy to find out what about the displacement. Okay. Then velocity v is equal to 50 centimeter. We can substitute that value. What about omega? Omega can be find out from the maximum velocity. Maximum velocity a omega is equal to 100 centimeter per second. Then a is equal to 10. Then what about omega? Omega is equal to 10. Okay. Then we can substitute that value of omega in this equation, and then on rearranging, we got the value of displacement y is equal to 8.66 centimeter. Okay. Our next question. When the displacement of a simple harmonically oscillating particle is half the amplitude, its velocity is beta percentage of the maximum velocity. Here beta percentage is. We want to find out what about the beta percentage. Okay. For this, the displacement of the simple harmonically oscillating particle is half the amplitude. Displacement is half. Okay. Its velocity is beta percentage of the maximum velocity. We know that the equation for the velocity v is equal to omega into root of a square minus y square. That is the general equation for the velocity. Okay. And that velocity is beta percentage of maximum velocity. Okay. We know that. What about the maximum velocity? Maximum velocity is equal to a omega. Okay. Beta percentage of the maximum velocity. Okay. Now Now we want to find out what about the beta percentage. Okay, for this, what about the displacement? Displacement of a simple harmonically oscillating particle is half the amplitude. Okay, that is y is equal to a by 2, that is given in the question. Okay, then we can substitute that value of y in this equation. Omega into root of a square minus y square. Instead of y square, we want to write a by 2 the whole square, that is a square divided by 4. That is equal to beta percentage of a omega. Okay. Then omega into, what about root of a square minus a square by 4? That's equal to 3a square divided by 4. 3a square by 4 is equal to beta percentage of a omega. Okay, we can cancel omega, omega. Then root of 3a square by 4, that is equal to root 3a divided by 2. Root 3a divided by 2 is equal to beta percentage a. Beta percentage, that is equal to beta percentage a. A get cancelled. Then beta percentage is equal to root 3 divided by 2. Okay. What about root 3? Root 3 is equal to 1.73. Okay. Divided by 2. That's equal to 0.866 something. Then beta percentage, that is equal to, okay, we want to convert it into percentage wise, then it becomes equal to 86.6. Okay, beta percentage is equal to 86.6. Okay. This is the general equation for the velocity. Velocity v is equal to omega into root of a square minus y square. That is equal to beta percentage of maximum velocity. Maximum velocity is equal to a omega. Both these equations are very, very important. Velocity is equal to omega into root of a square minus y square, and maximum velocity is equal to a omega. Then displacement is equal to, okay, that is also given. A displacement is half the amplitude, that is a by 2. Then on substituting that value, we can solve the question, and then beta percentage, that is equal to 86.6. Okay. I hope these questions are clear for you. If you like this video, please subscribe and enable the bell button. Thank you.